Hello, good people, and welcome to another video here on the Stock Up with Larry Jones channel. As many of you know, Larry is currently going through some personal and family matters, and so in the meantime, he has had me and a couple of the other guys and gals come on the channel to keep you all fed and keep you all updated on what is going on in the stock market and, of course, the crypto market. And in today's video, what we're going to do is we are going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the crypto market. There's absolute chaos right now. Things are pumping, things are dumping, and I know a lot of you are wondering what in the world is happening. And so what I wanted to do for you all today, just kind of let you all know exactly what is happening in the market, why are things so volatile, or in other words, so crazy, and what are some of the best things to be doing right now. And so with that said, look, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into it. And guys, please, please, please don't forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you have been enjoying the channel. And at the end of the video, we will talk a little bit more about Money Moves, which is of course Larry's stock and crypto community, where you can find many of his trades and portfolios and much more. Now, looking at the crypto world today, I mean, we can see things are looking pretty interesting. Obviously, if many of you are in the world of crypto, you know yesterday was not a fun day at all. Many cryptos falling anywhere from 6 to 10%, but today the story looks a little different, right? We got TEL and S and Tau and Bear and APT and many more actually looking pretty dang on good for the day. But at the same time, we are still seeing some looking pretty ugly, right? We got Mint, we got LDO, BGB, which is BitGet's token, Hype, ADA, and many more down as well. Absolute volatility and absolute uncertainty. Now, a lot of people are wondering, especially in a time like this, why is this happening? Why are some cryptos just pumping like crazy and then some are dumping like crazy? It seems like no one really knows what the market's going to do, and it feels like things are just imbalanced. It kind of just feels like we're on a tightrope right now, and at any given point, we might just fall off, right? Why is that happening? Well, I actually do think it's a rather simple formula here. I think it's a rather simple formula as to why this is happening. Well, the first reason as to why we're seeing the crypto market looking so weird and unstable is quite simply because we are at the end of catalyst season. I mean, what you have to understand is that throughout these crypto bull markets, you're going to have major catalysts. You're going to have the halving, and you're going to have things that impact the value of crypto, such as ETFs, right? Such as Donald Trump's inauguration, right? There's all these little things that are going to shape and shift the way in which the market develops and the way in which the market grows. Well, the problem is that you're going to have seasons of catalysts. You're going to have a year or 6 months or 8 months where there's a bunch of catalysts all over the place that are propping the market up a lot. Then you're going to go into periods in which there aren't many catalysts. And usually when you enter into that period, the latter, things slow down a little bit. Things start to lose volatility a little bit. Or they just start to kind of just get a little bit less known, right? They get a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe less clear. There's a more lacking of clarity in those seasons because you don't really know what's going to happen, right? Well, if there's no catalyst to pump the market, what's going to happen to the market? Is it going to dump? Is it going to slightly go upwards? Is it going to go sideways? It leads to a lot of people simply just not knowing what's going on. Now, at the same time that we are exiting catalyst season, we are also seeing economic hardship. What we did see is that CPI data, or just inflation data, came in a little worse than expected recently. And what this means is that there's an opportunity, or there's a chance that what we've all been looking for, which is money printing from the government, right? It might not happen as soon as we thought that it would. And the market's not really loving that too much. The market, for the most part, has been hoping that the government would start printing money, kind of help people get out of these financial situations that they're in right now, and that we would start to see what's called quantitative easing. But it doesn't really seem like that's the case. It doesn't really seem like that's the direction that they're going to go in because inflation is high. And the thing about it is that when inflation is high, they have to constrain the economy even more to reduce inflation before they can start just printing money and all of those things, right? And so in a period in which we don't have any catalysts, and we are seeing inflation data coming in a little worse than expected, which means that there's a little more economic hardship, it starts to freak the market out a little bit. And that ends up leading to what you can see is uncertainty. That is what we're seeing in this market right now. People just don't know what's happening. They quite simply don't know how to feel. Are they bullish? Are they bearish? Is the bull market over? Is the bear market here? They don't know how to feel. And that sort of uncertainty is what causes what you are seeing in the market right now, which is impatience, which leads to emotional trading and liquidations, which leads to volatility. What we are seeing in the market right now is a direct result of pure uncertainty. People just not knowing what is going on in the world of crypto. And that's why you'll see some people just buying TEL and S and selling ADA and HEX. And you're seeing some cryptos pumping and some dumping. You're seeing one day everything falling and the next day everything pumping is because people just don't honestly know how they feel. They're making emotional trades. They're making emotional buys. They're making emotional sells. They're getting liquidated over and over and over again, leaving a lot of investors just getting absolutely obliterated in a time frame like this. Now, knowing now why we're seeing the market acting like it is, the big question that many people oftentimes have is, well, what should we even be doing right now, right? If everyone's so uncertain and everyone's so emotional and everyone's so impatient and all the craziness is happening, how do we avoid this? How do we make money during a time like this? That's the big question that everybody has. So let's now talk a little bit about, okay, if everyone's so worried, what's the best thing to do right now? Now, obviously, this is just my opinion. This is not objective. It is purely subjective. It's just my opinion. But in my opinion, what's the best thing to do right now? Now, before we do get into that, I do want to remind you all, please, if you have not checked it out, head down below and go check out Money Moves by Larry Jones. Of course, this is a stock and crypto club, as I told you before, and this is where you can find some of the things that he's buying, some of the things that he's selling, and actually he and I are going to start releasing some content for you all throughout this month and next month and the months to come on how to trade and how to do technical analysis and even fundamental analysis and much more. So if that is interesting to you, please do head down to the link down in the description below and go check out Money Moves by Larry Jones. Now, moving a little bit along, okay, again, how do we make some money during a time like this? Well, I'm going to be honest, you're probably not going to like my answer because my answer is don't do much. In a period where everybody is just being emotional, giving their crypto all, just buy, sell, emotional buy, emotional sell, emotional long, emotional short. They're getting liquidated, they're losing, they're freaking out, they're leaving crypto. Sometimes the best thing you can do is not much. Let this play out. Let them all freak out. Let all the retail investors who are going to leave. Let them go. If they're going to go, let them go. And let the dust settle. Because oftentimes what you'll notice is that when the dust settles, the clarity that you will have will allow you to make purchases and sales that are a lot more reasonable, a lot more justifiable, that will often lead you to make more money over a long period of time. So how am I doing that? Well, again, I'm not really doing much. I'm doing small purchases on very high quality things like Bitcoin, maybe some Solana, which is going through its own problems right now, maybe something like SWI or XRP, or maybe a little more risky like an Ondo, right? But I'm not buying a lot. I'm just buying little batches, little bits here and there, just slowly scooping up a little bit more and a little bit more so that I can be averaging in while everyone's freaking out, but I'm not making any huge purchases. And I'm saving a lot of cash. Every time those paychecks come in, I just put cash away and put cash away and put cash away so that when the dust does settle and this market is much more clear as to what direction it's going in, I will have some cash. I will have that nest egg available to start to make some good plays and start to make some good buys or sells or whatever it may do. And so currently speaking for me, I'm not doing much. Small purchases here and there. I'm not doing any leverage trading right now. I'm not doing any big buys. I'm not doing any big sells. I'm simply just letting this market play out as it's going to play out. And I'm allowing that dust to settle. And it's under my belief that if you can practice patience right now, while everyone else is impatient, it will lead you to not only lose less money than those impatient people, but make more money over an extended period of time. And so with that in mind, that's my plan. That's my strategy. It's very simple. Matter of fact, over on my own personal channel, I made a video earlier today talking about some of the different things that I am buying. So feel free to go check that out. And again, do not forget, one last time, I got to remind you, if you do want to check out some of the things that Larry has going on with his own portfolios and extra education from him, head down to the link down below and go check out Money Moves by Larry Jones. But of course, in the meantime, please do put some prayers up in the comment section. Larry is going through, of course, some personal and familial matters. So let's just get the prayers up going for him. Drop the coffee cups from him. And if you have been enjoying his videos, especially from myself and some of the other guests over the last few weeks, please don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. But of course, we do appreciate you so much for tuning in, and we can't wait to see you all in the next one. See you later, everybody.